Beneath the crushing pressure of the Atlantic, a ghost ship rests, the RMS Titanic, a name synonymous with dreams shattered and lives lost. Today we join deep archive expeditions as they seek not to disturb, but to understand, to listen to the echoes of that fateful night in 1912. Subscribe now and become a part of this silent exploration. The submersible, christened Echo, is readied. Its sensors hum, its robotic arms flex in the dim light of the support vessel. Dr. Amelia Stone, lead historian, adjusts her headset, her face etched with a mixture of anticipation and solemn respect. The descent begins, hours pass in near silence. The only sounds are the creaks of the vessel and the rhythmic pulse of the sonar. Outside, total darkness. Then a glimmer. The beam of Echo's powerful lights cuts through the black, revealing a colossal shape emerging from the abyss. The Titanic, rusticles like frozen tears, cascade down the ship's immense hull. Marine life, indifferent to the tragedy, has made this tomb their home. Echo navigates towards the grand staircase, its once opulent glory now veiled in sediment and decay. The ROV slips inside the suite area. These were the rooms of the wealthy, the privileged. But here, in this underwater museum, all are equal in the face of time. A child's doll lies nestled against a wall, its porcelain face eerily preserved. Leather-bound book, its pages fused together, rests on what was once a mahogany desk. Each object, a fragment of a life interrupted. Then in the master suite, a discovery, an old camera, miraculously intact. With infinite care, the ROV's manipulator arm retrieves it. Back on the support vessel, the team works meticulously to dry the camera and extract the film. Days turn into weeks as they painstakingly restore the fragile images. Slowly, faces begin to emerge from the emulsion. Smiles, laughter, moments of joy captured before the storm. A family poses on deck, the father holding his young daughter in his arms. A couple embraces, oblivious to the tragedy that awaits. These are the faces of the forgotten, brought back to life for a fleeting moment. One image stands out. A woman, her eyes full of life, looks directly into the camera. She wears a necklace with a distinctive pendant. Dr. Stone recognizes it from the ship's manifest, belonging to a third-class passenger, a young artist named Elodie. It's not the grand rooms or artifacts, but the image of Elodie and the other lives cut short that leave the team speechless. Their beauty lost but not forgotten. The team is reminded that this isn't just an archive but a graveyard. As Echo ascends, the images of those faces linger in our minds. The laughter, the dreams, the love, all swallowed by the unforgiving sea. The Titanic remains a monument to human hubris, but also a testament to the enduring power of the human spirit. Now, back on the surface, we're left to ponder. What stories remain untold in the depths? What echoes of the past still await discovery? And how long will it take for the ocean to reclaim what remains? Beneath 6 kilometers of crushing darkness, a world frozen in time awaits. Join us as we embark on an expedition into the abyssal depths, a journey not of conquest, but of quiet revelation. Subscribe to Deep Archive Expeditions and descend with us into the silent archives of the ocean. Our team, a collection of marine archaeologists, deep-sea engineers, and historians, stands ready. Dr. Aris Thorne, our lead archaeologist, adjusts his glasses, a focused intensity in his eyes. Beside him, Chief Engineer Lena Hansen runs a final diagnostic on Argus, our remotely operated vehicle, the ROV that will be our eyes and hands in this submerged world. Argus, a marvel of titanium and reinforced composites, hums quietly, its powerful lights flickering to life, piercing the artificial darkness of the hangar. Every joint is checked, every sensor calibrated. We are about to entrust it with a delicate mission, to touch the past without disturbing its slumber. The descent begins. The umbilical tether connecting Argus to our vessel unwinds steadily, a lifeline into the unknown. Outside the viewport, the light fades rapidly, swallowed by the increasing pressure. The familiar creaks and groans of the ship give way to an almost unnerving silence, broken only by the rhythmic pulse of the sonar. Kilometer after kilometer, we fall through the water column. The temperature plummets. This is a realm where sunlight has never reached, where life adapts to the crushing weight and perpetual night. On the monitors, we watch as Argus's lights cut through the inky blackness. At first, it's just particulate matter, marine snow dancing in the beams. Then, a faint echo on the sonar. Something massive lies ahead. As we draw closer, shapes begin to emerge from the gloom. Ghostly outlines resolve themselves into solid structures, encrusted with decades of accumulated sediment and deep-sea organisms. We are here. The skeletal remains of the ship loom before us. It lifts heavily to starboard, its once proud form now a silent testament to the unforgiving power of the ocean. The Argus glides along the hull. A nameplate, barely legible beneath layers of growth, reads, Empress of the Deep. A luxury liner, once brimming with life, now a coral garden in the abyss. The ROV moves, its powerful lights illuminating the promenade deck. Once, passengers strolled here, enjoying the sea air and the endless horizon. Now only ghostly shadows remain. We navigate through shattered windows and collapsed doorways, peering into what were once opulent staterooms. Argus enters the first-class dining saloon. The grand chandeliers are gone, but the ornate framework remains, a skeletal reminder of lavish gatherings. Plates lie scattered on the floor, covered in silt, but the glint of gold edging catches the light. Silverware, tarnished but still recognizable, rests beside them. Silent echoes of laughter, music, and clinking glasses fill the room. We move to the third-class cabins, cramped quarters. Here, the remnants of life are more personal, more poignant. A child's shoe, small and worn, sits alone in a corner. A porcelain doll, its painted face faded, lies among tattered blankets. A comb, a toothbrush. Small, everyday items, each one a whisper of a life lived, a story interrupted. In the ship's galley, rows of pots and pans are still hanging from their hooks. A stack of plates sits precariously on a shelf. A chef's knife, its blade rusted, lies on the counter. The ROV's arm gently brushes away the sediment, revealing the manufacturer's stamp, Sheffield steel. The Argus turns into one of the grand staircases. Wood eaten away by worms exposes metal frames. The light lands on a half-corroded sign on the wall, to the Turkish baths. The camera moves down the hallway to what was once the entrance of the Turkish baths, where a beautiful mosaic can still be made out under a thick coat of sea life. On the deck, we find the remnants of lifeboats, crushed and twisted by the implacable pressure. Ropes, now brittle and frayed, still hang from the davits. Argus illuminates what was once the captain's bridge. The navigation console is almost intact. Dials, gauges, and switches remain in their positions. A brass compass, its needle frozen, points eternally north. We move deeper into the ship, into the cargo holds. Here we discover crates filled with personal belongings, luggage, and artifacts. A stack of letters tied with a faded ribbon. The ROV carefully lifts one. Salt water has damaged it, but the words, my dearest love, can be clearly made out. A woman's hat, its delicate lace still remarkably preserved. A man's pocket watch, its hands forever frozen at 3:17. A music box, its intricate mechanism rusted and silent. Each object is a window into the past, a tangible link to the lives that were once lived aboard this doomed vessel. The team reviews the letters. A passenger mentions they are emigrating to America to seek new opportunities. Another tells of the excitement of seeing whales out on the ocean. We linger on a small, unassuming object, a simple wooden flute. Argus extends its manipulator arm, gently clearing away the sediment. As the light shines on the flute, it seems to glow with an inner radiance. It is a symbol of hope, of creativity, of the human spirit's ability to find beauty even in the face of adversity. The team speculates that it must have belonged to one of the musicians on board, or perhaps it belonged to a young boy who dreamed of becoming a musician. The data streams back to our vessel, a torrent of images, sonar readings, and chemical analyses. We are documenting every detail, cataloging every artifact, striving to understand the story of the Empress of the Deep. The images tell a tale of human triumph and tragedy, of ambition and loss, of lives lived and dreams shattered, but they also tell a story of resilience, of the enduring power of the human spirit. The deep has kept those souls' memories for a century. As the expedition nears its end, Argus begins its slow ascent back to the surface. The ghostly remains of the Empress of the Deep fade into the darkness, receding into the silent depths. We carry with us not only data and images, but also a profound sense of respect and reverence for those who sailed aboard this ship. The ROV breaks the surface. The lights on the ship come into full view, but the team sits still in silence. As we sail away from this place, we are left with a haunting question. What stories remain hidden in the depths, waiting to be discovered? What other echoes of the past lie sleeping beneath the waves, yearning to be heard? Join us next time as we continue our exploration of the deep archive, seeking to unlock the secrets of our shared history, one silent echo at a time.